Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond the Horror, my unofficial American Horror Story after show. And with me tonight is the awesome Kenny. Sadly, though, something is wrong with Kenny's microphone, and I think he's going to be with us here in just a moment. Sorry, I've just been guzzling the Gatorade right here, a little oofy. So welcome
Hello.
everybody. I do not know about you guys, but my wig was
Mhm.
totally freaking shredded tonight in this episode of American Horror Story Apocalypse. If things seem a little glitchy, I am on my brand new camera tonight. And sadly, the volume is so crazy and I can't even hear. It's so weird whenever I make the new videos. So I have to sadly go back to my old camera. Anyway, let's dive into this video because I think Kenny's going to come and join us soon. Kenny, if you can, try to come back off. I'll send you an invitation and then just reboot from whatever source you're using, or just grab some earbuds with the microphone, and that should solve the problem. All right. So, guys, let's review this episode. So, obviously, I want to warn you all of spoilers. If you haven't watched the episode, do not watch this video. And thank you all for coming to my temporary backup channel, Mondays or Murder. Again, sadly, as an update very quickly, I am still suspended from live streaming on my normal channel, MaryGirl Moody, for breaking a copyright violation. And I actually found out a couple of days ago, or maybe it was yesterday. The point is, I found out that you cannot dispute those those violations with YouTube. You can file a dispute, but technically there is no platform for the dispute. So it goes nowhere essentially. So I will be shut down for those 3 months. But again, I will be uploading these videos to my regular channel. So if you want to interact with them live, just come to the Mondays or Murder channel. There's a link to it in the description. All right, so I am definitely rating this episode a perfect 10, y'all. I mean, it was just great. There were so many awesome surprises and just unexpected twists, turns, and reunions. And it was just fantastic. So the episode kind of just starts with Miss Meade and Michael's relationship when he was just a couple of years before the apocalypse. Maybe it was about 4 years before the actual apocalypse. And remember, guys, Murder House took place at the end of 2011. Michael was born, I guess, in 2012, beginning of 2012. So maybe, I don't know. It was so hard to tell with the timeline. So anyway, let's just say for argument's sake, it was December 2011. So now we have 2019 when the bomb hit, and he would be only just 8 years old. Obviously, he ages faster. Hold on, let me see if Kenny
Hello.
is still there. Oh, Kenny, are you there? Are you back? It
Hello.
says waiting on your picture. It's always been working, and I don't understand now why it's not working for Kenny. Ah. Okay. Okay. So this thing with Miss Meade and Michael takes place about 4 years, possibly before the apocalypse, and Michael is about 4 years old, looking like he's 16. And we don't get the
Hello.
circumstances of why or how he ended up with Miss Meade, but he is with her. We kind of get a sense of their loving relationship. And then we go to the flashback to the present time where let me flashback again. We flash forward to Michael sensing the witches in the outpost. Now, Cordelia is downstairs with Myrtle, Madison, Coco, Mallory, and Dinah. And Myrtle tells Mallory that they placed an identity spell on her. I assume that they meant Coco as well, and that Dinah said something that she never signed on the dotted line, and that she wasn't there to really help anybody. And Madison made a comment to her that they don't need her backwards voodoo. And I thought that was just so shady. That was some shady shit, guys. That was really hardcore. So I guess Coco and Mallory had the spells on them. And Coco was probably just enchanted to forget who Mallory Willie was and just to never let her go, to always keep her as her assistant with her. And I guess she said that she's been her assistant for 2 years now. I'm so sorry. This is Gatorade. I'm a bit parched tonight. I'll be definitely drinking on that. I miss you, Kenny. I hope that the audio gets
well,
fixed out.
hello. They're saying
Again,
they
if
can hear
you're
me.
on your phone, grab some earbuds that have a microphone and plug them into your device. That'll hopefully work. Same thing if you're doing it from your laptop. And if you're not, just check your settings, hopefully with your speakers. Hopefully that'll fix it. I miss you, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. So I do wonder if Madison was implying that Dinah is like Marie Laveau. Obviously, when she talks about her voodoo, she's from that side of, the clan, so to speak. So I just really loved, she obviously must have been like Queenie, maybe possibly a human voodoo doll. I don't think so, but she can do voodoo and witchcraft. That's my assumption that I got from Dinah. You guys let me know what you thought as well. And as well, let me know what you guys rated the episode. I gave it a perfect 10 out of 10. And let's see. So Michael comes down the stairs and he is literally whining like my 9-year-old son when he doesn't get an extra hour on the Xbox. He is talking about how he's taken over the world and, just going on about this. And then Myrtle says that she never thought that the world would come down to witches and warlocks. And finally, guys, we get a little bit of a revelation that Michael is a warlock. And then, of course, the opening credits start. And let me just take a peek at, it still says that I am waiting on
Hello.
on you, Kenny. I don't know what is going on. Let me check the comments really quickly. Okay, Alex Strucker says definitely a 10. Answered so many questions. Let's see. You guys hear Kenny? Are you serious? You guys can hear Kenny, but I can't. Oh my God, no. Hang on, let me change really quickly my audio device. I feel so crazy now then. This happened one time with myself and Casey. This, excuse me, this happened one time with myself and Casey. And for some reason, I could not hear him. Okay, so can you hear me now, Kenny?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. I feel like a commercial. Can you hear me now, Kenny?
Yes.
Crap. No, this is so frustrating. This is on my end, obviously, and I don't know if it has any with my camera. Oh, no.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay. Okay, what about now, Kenny? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ah, darn it. Guys, I am so sorry. Kenny has just been my normal guest. I know he hears me, but I can't hear him. And I just got a new camera, and it's so crazy because the audio is not very good. And I can see it now. It's even changed the quality on here. So Chase asks if anybody caught the Scream Queens reference. No, sadly, yes. I did not.
I did.
Kenny, I am so sorry. So what I'm going to do then, Kenny, is every 5 minutes, I'm going to just stop what I'm kind of doing and just break and give like an extra minute for you to just kind of talk. I feel like an idiot because obviously, I'm going to not know when you're done. So I'll just do like this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then that way you'll know I'll start talking again. I want to hear your thoughts, and this sucks. So let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I am not multitasked enough to check my messages and stuff like that. So Anna says, hey, Mary, the witches said they had to hide their identities. What if Mallory is really Winter Anderson? Oh my God, that is awesome. Oh my God, is that, okay. Joseph, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, Joseph is at it. No.
I don't know if you can hear me.
And I can't see, and I can't hear him. No. Oh, okay, guys. I am
This is
so sorry.
her.
This definitely shows me that I've got to take this camera back because the audio is crap whenever I'm making the videos, and obviously the audio is very bad whenever I'm doing Beyond the Horror.
Guys, I don't
I
think this
brought
is her
down my other
regular MaryGirl Moody
I
hangout
was just
account.
wondering, maybe I should just switch it out very quickly. Let me just see if that will work. Hang on one second for me, guys. I am so sorry. Just hang on one second for me. All right. I am still talking. All right. There we go. All right. One second, guys. There is background noise somewhere that I am not recognizing. Okay, there we go, guys. Ah, I switched my camera. There we go.
Oh.
Okay, now I switched my camera. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear.
Perfect. Oh, I cannot believe this, guys. Okay, now for some reason, I cannot get my camera to come on. Oh my God, this is insane. Hang on one second. Okay, there we go. All right, so that just goes to show then that, oh my God, this is terrible. This is so terrible. Oh my God, I'm going to have to definitely cut this stuff out whenever I re-upload this. So this is the new camera.
Take two.
And this is my old camera. So yeah, it's just, I'm so sorry. It's just crazy. I'm so glad now I can finally hear you. Joseph, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Perfect. And Kenny, can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. So finally, guys, I'm so sorry. My special guest tonight is Joseph.
Hi.
And then, of course, we've got Kenny.
Hello again.
Oh my God.
It's so exciting.
I'm so sorry that your first time, Joseph, had to go like that. My silly laptop. Okay, so now I'm so glad that I've got you guys here. Okay, great. We have got it going. So what did you guys think of the opening credits when the witches were there and everything was just, yeah, you know, we were shook when Michael was revealed to be a warlock.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
Was it like a surprise or did you anticipate it?
No, it was definitely surprising. I still don't think that he's a warlock though. I don't know.
I definitely agree with that, Joseph, because I think they've misunderstood.
Yeah, his powers are definitely misunderstood.
Yeah. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, I'm just happy that they didn't do like the body swapping theory because I would have ended up hitting my TV with a baseball bat.
Same. I did not want that.
Nobody does. All right. So when we come back from the opening credits, we get the actual warlock school. Now, you guys are so right. Those of you out there who theorized that Outpost 3 was formerly a warlock school. It was the Hawthorn School for Exceptional Young Men. Give yourself some snaps on that because y'all are awesome with your theories.
That was so crazy.
Yeah, Billy Porter is a teacher in the actual school, which I love Billy Porter.
Me too.
I love him so much. Yes. I'm so glad he's part of this season.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he added like a little spice to the cast. I don't know.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Now, he's a teacher and he's part of the Warlock Council. And let's see. Okay, so John Henry Moore is Cheyenne Jackson, and these are the Warlock Council. And Mr. Shabley is Billy Porter. Baldwin is Billy Wu. God, I remembered it. I can't remember, but yes, he's B.D. Wong, I think is his name. He is a very famous actor, and it was just so great to see him in this season. And then, of course, we have the guy who's the Grand Chancellor, Ariel, and I just sadly don't remember his name. But Ariel thinks that Michael could be their supreme, which in the Warlock version is called the Alpha. Mm-hmm. And that's the one that they've been waiting for from their prophecy because men have never surpassed the girls. And And I guess that warlocks cannot perform the 7 wonders like the women can.
Yeah, that's what I took from it. That's crazy.
Okay, so we get to see a little view of what Michael did to the people when he was in jail, and that's some creepy devil possession stuff. But Ariel thinks that, yeah, this is some great person, and he takes him from jail, takes him to the school, which is later the outpost, and we get to see a little bit of details of the exterior of the outpost before it was actually turned into that. But that was the Hawthorn school, the Warlock school, and then Cordelia went public in 2014, and then sadly their neighbors did not want them there anymore, so they had to go underground. That sucked. Did you guys notice how Michael, okay, there was one theme in here that I've never noticed in American Horror Story, and one thing is that women are always the one that's degraded, demoralized, beaten, raped, robbed. That's always been the object of the violence. But this season, it's like the men are. And I'm not used to seeing that. And I do love that that Ryan and Brad and Tim are highlighting that section because sadly it does exist.
It reminded me of Colt.
Yes. Colt seemed sometimes to people to take it too far with the man hating, I guess. Maybe is that the way they would see it probably. And then I would say that, yeah, this season, because later on, yeah, they just completely, the witches just completely demasculized, it seemed like the warlocks. So anyway, a month after the warlocks have welcomed Michael into the school, the council gets him together and they ask him to perform certain tests to find out what level he is. It's a level of 1 through 4. Everyone on the council is at a 3, but no one can match a 4, which is the level of Supreme Alpha. And the test consists of scrying, and that's the ability to see things in a reflective surface. Saliere Perspatium, which is the ability to transform yourself instantly through space. And I won't even pronounce the last name because somehow I managed to enunciate it properly in my video. But it's like Citizium or something like that. And that's the ability to change like the weather or something like that. Michael exceeds all of these tests. And even at the end of the test where he changes the weather and he almost kills the council by freezing them to death, Ariel still thinks that Michael is their alpha and there's nothing malevolent to him, despite John Moore, again, who is Cheyenne Jackson, telling them repeatedly, there's something wrong with his power. You know, he's malevolent. But just this Ariel guy will have absolutely no hearing of it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys think if you were introduced to Michael Langdon? Do you think that, and you saw his powers, do you think I would want to hang with him, or would you think I would want to run away as far as I could from him?
Well, at the time he was supposed to be like 5 years old or something. I would be calling Children and Family Services.
True.
I feel like, I don't know, like me personally, if I was in the position, I would definitely like want to run. But I feel like these people like have been looking, like the warlocks have been looking for their alpha so long that they're just like so blind to it that they're willing to go along with anything, at least most of them.
That's a very good point, Joseph. Absolutely. There's a point where you're just so desperate and you have so much hope that something's going to happen. And people do say that hope is a dangerous thing. And sadly, it can be. It can make you blind to certain things that are happening right in front of you.
Yeah, especially because like there was a comment made earlier in the season where I think it was Venable that told Michael Langdon like that he's offended that she might know more than him because she's a female. And then there's like other comments like that in previous seasons. I think that has something to do with it too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how Sister Jude was acting towards what's his face, Dr.
Dr. Arden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry, I was Yeah. Anyway, so we move over next to Miss Robichaux's Academy after the commercial break. And it was so great to see Miss Robichaux's Academy. It was only an exterior shot for a while, but that made me think that that was something old that they had left over from Coven or just reused, because the inside you didn't see for very long. Now Zoe is teaching a class, and that was so badass to see Zoe as a teacher. I was so
yeah,
great.
I love that.
They were using the same soundtrack from Coven too. It was pretty
The
cool.
la la la, yeah.
They did that with Hotel too.
Yeah, that was, I love how they're using soundtracks and everything like that from various seasons into season 8, because that has been badass so far. Now Zoe tells Cordelia that Mallory is exceptional, and I kind of think Cordelia agrees with her when she far exceeds her test, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So Mallory also tells them that her bloodline goes back to the witches of Salem. Nice little hint for us guys there. And Myrtle comes in with her fabulous self and just steals the scenes. I mean, that's probably got to be a problem with me right now. I can't enjoy anything else other than Myrtle, because anytime she's ever in a scene now, I enjoy every word that comes out of her mouth, and I can't focus on anybody else.
Same. She's hilarious.
She is. Whoever is writing for her is doing exceptional. Her and Coco, whoever is writing for those two are fantastic. Now, Myrtle did win the one-liner award this episode. She comes to tell Cordelia that they've been summoned to the Hawthorn School for Exceptional Young Men. And she says, for the one-liner award, airline food lunch when I made reservations at Gladiores. It's just
I love that.
Cool. And so they all go to the school. They pack up. So that was Zoe, Cordelia, and Myrtle. They go to the school and they sit down with the other coven, with the Warlock, excuse me. And we still don't know, though, where the Warlock school is. They don't say where the reservations are or where they're going. And nobody ever reveals the location of the outpost. So that is still a mystery. Ariel tells the witches that they have found a warlock that rivals a supreme. And I gotta say, Zoe's face whenever Ariel tells her that was hilarious. Her little, look on her face was just hilarious. They really consider themselves best, And I guess I never noticed it until this scene. Especially this episode. So they want, the purpose of them, of the warlocks calling the witches there is because they want Cordelia to administer the 7 wonders to him to deem him supreme. And Cordelia says no, that the last time that she gave a 7 wonders test, Misty died during it. And she has finalized, guys, that Misty is dead. So I don't know how she's going to be brought back. Maybe it will be in the same way that things happen in the rest of the episode, which let's get to that now. So the Warlocks called out Cordelia for not including Queenie in the meeting. And Billy Porter kind of makes, his character kind of makes it seem like it's a race thing. But Cordelia explains to us, finally, what happened to Queenie. And I was still waiting for this. Now, Cordelia says that she went to the Hotel Cortez because she sensed that Queenie had died or that she was no longer in this realm. And she went to the Hotel Cortez and tried to get Queenie out. Guys, I could not even enjoy the return of Queenie, because she was sitting there playing cards with James Patrick March.
It was sad.
James Patrick March, though, is one of my favorite characters of all time.
Same.
In American Horror Story. And the fact that they even showed him in Apocalypse for just a 2-minute scene was enough to make me just go crazy and scream and just hug my laptop with so much love and joy, I mean, it was such a very short 2-minute scene that we got him with, even later on. But still,
can I say something about that scene?
Yeah, please.
Because I feel like I'm gonna forget this. But he was doing the cards, and card tricks and stuff like that. That was just like a freak show with Neil Patrick Harris's character.
Oh my God. Wow, you've got a great eye there, Kenny.
Well, somebody on Reddit does.
Like, oh, hey, at least you give him credit. Would you mind turning that light down for me?
They even mentioned like Neil Patrick Harris in the beginning. I think it was Billy Porter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Am I the only one that noticed too? Like in the school, there was like a painting of a man on the wall. He looked exactly like Wes Bentley.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I noticed a painting, but I didn't take too hard of a look at it. Ooh, I'll go back and check it out. And I'm so sorry to everybody who sees this in the camera right now because I'm using the camera that's in my laptop so that way I can hear my awesome guests. So please excuse. I'm hideous. Look away. So that's a really great observation about the freak show connection there, Kenny. All right.
March was scared of Michael, although that hasn't happened yet, but he was like quaking.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, all right. So despite Cordelia's attempts, she still cannot get Queenie out of the hotel. She took a couple of days and sadly she couldn't get her out. And so Queenie told her, look, I understand. You've got to get back to the coven. They need you. You've got to leave. So Cordelia admits she had to leave and that not being able to get Queenie out was her greatest failure. Therefore, that's why she shuts down the Warlocks with their tests, refusing to test Michael. Excuse me. And Ariel kind of questions her and her judgment, and she comes back. And I guess I should have given her the one-liner of the week award, but she didn't quite get there. But Ariel questions her right to make this decision, and Cordelia says, because I'm the fucking supreme.
I loved that.
I know. I literally feel like saying that to a lot of people in my everyday life. Hey, Miss Moody, how's it going? Because I'm the fucking supreme. Just
same.
I don't care if I'm going to the grocery store and the meat guy asks me how my day is. I just want to yell out that to people.
That was another reference to that scene with Kathy Bates saying butcher. It was like a butcher.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a Roanoke reference and the Butchery on Maine cult reference too.
Yeah.
Oh, did she say because I'm the freaking butcher or?
No.
Something, whatever she said, but Butcher, Kathy Bates, that was pretty.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now, while all this is going on, Michael kind of hears what's happening. So he goes to the Hotel Cortez and actually gets Queenie out of there. Now, when he goes in, I have to say that I loved James Patrick March's reaction when Michael walks in and he recognized how evil he was. He recognized his true power.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was just fantastic. I mean, and even he knew that Michael would be able to get Queenie out of the hotel. He told her, take his hand, Queenie. And when she walked out with him, he took her cards and he pulled him back. He knew that she wasn't coming back. And it was so sad to see him sad like that.
Yeah.
It made me just want to be there and hang with them and play cards with them. But no, that would get so boring after a fucking while.
And he even told her, like, she doesn't have a choice. She needs to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And also Cordelia gave a great talk too about how the Hotel Cortez has like this connection with Satan or like the satanic hold, something like that on it.
Yeah, she said it wasn't just a haunted place.
Right. It was something way more than that. So that's why Michael was actually able to get her out and why she was not. But I still thought that was so great how he went there and he freed Queenie. That was just badass.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Madison, and guys, she was stuck in department girl hell. I thought her hell was playing Liesel in The Sound of Music, but apparently it's...
See, I got a bone to pick about that one because people say, oh, well, her hell could have changed. Well, no, because whenever she died, it was like a day right after they did the Seven Wonders. So, like, her hell literally changed in a matter of hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
it makes no
understand how
sense.
either she was in this department store as a sales girl rather than Liesel.
Right.
Well, maybe they're gonna like kind of switch it up, and like if any of these witches die, like in this season, maybe like they're gonna have a different hell as well. That would be kind of cool.
I think somebody on the show has an obsessive compulsive disorder and folded all of those freaking towels on a wall, and they just thought, fuck it, let's just put her in a Bed Bath and Beyond type of place.
Right.
Because that wall of towels, of perfectly folded towels, was that did look like hell, especially if that's all you did was just fold those freaking towels, and then you have dickhole customers that just come along and just yank them down and mess them up, and then you just got to go right back there and refill. Poor Madison, that's gotta suck. So when Michael offers Madison a way out of her hell, she asks, "What's the catch? Do I have to blow you or something?"
That was hilarious.
He says no, and she says, "Well, can I do that when we get out of here? Can I?" And it was just like, oh my god, she is still the same girl that died back in Coven. And I have to admit, guys, my theories about how Queenie and Michael get resurrected. I never thought that, or I mean, I guess it was sort of a way far away thought that Michael would resurrect him as part of his powers to prove, that he's very powerful. But I honestly had pushed that so far behind that I did not think that it was even.
Uh-oh.
Mary.
Leaving the school.
Oh, okay.
And I
It like
forgot.
cut out for a second.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Where did it cut out?
At the beginning of what you were saying.
Oh, well, let me just say this. Madison is so happy that she hugs Queenie when she sees her. Michael kind of reunites them, and they all basically, I guess, leave hell together. So just as the witches are leaving the school, Michael shows up with Queenie and Madison. And poor Cordelia is so shook that she faints. And I think I put in the review that she was so shook with how hot Michael looked in that scene.
I can't.
Okay. Wasn't he like 2 at the time though?
Oh my god, I know, right? Oh my god, don't say that. I feel like a pedo or something.
I can't.
No, but he had cut his hair and he had those chains that connected the cape to him, those little buttons. Yeah, that was hot. That was really hot. So I again loved this episode. It just had me shook. And Ryan Murphy even says that something big happens next episode. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell could be so big that we didn't get in this episode.
Yeah,
Probably
true.
Stevie Nicks.
Ooh.
Or maybe it's a cut of him like attempting the 7 wonders. Like maybe they,
Oh.
Yeah, the episode
He
is
gives
titled
in.
Boy Wonder, which, by the way, AHS Leaks has posted the promo.
They did for next week's episode?
Yeah, he did a while ago. I didn't want to, interrupt.
Oh, no. It's okay. No worries. So should we watch it?
Yes, because I want to know what happens.
All right. So hang on one second, guys. I'm going to go to it. I don't know how well it is going to do when I do a screen share. So you guys go to AHS Leak on Twitter. And you can watch it there. And you can please show AHS Leak some love and follow them or like their tweets or whichever. That would be absolutely incredible. So, all right. Here we go. I am going to screen share so we can all look at this now. All right. No volume. Dang. Hold on. I was so taken back. That's the eaten part. Woo!
I didn't hear what she said exactly. Like, what happened?
I saw it like right after it like premiered, like this episode, and she was saying that she had a vision of the future, and that was like the part of the zombies eating her.
Yes.
But
see, I knew they wouldn't spoil that. Like, why would they say? Oh, why would they show in like before the season episode 1 even happens? Like, oh, that's Cordelia dies.
Yeah.
Like,
but then she like lifts up her shirt and she's bleeding or something like that. So I wonder if like, So I wonder if I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to think.
Well, what is your ideas now on Mallory, guys? Do you think she's the new Supreme Rising? Or do you think that she's an angel or what?
Well, before like when they were at the school or whatever, she was saying, her lines go back all the way to Salem. I feel like her lines go all the way back to like Scathach or something because they were really shook by like her abilities.
Yeah, I think the
Also,
Coven's gonna. I'm sorry.
Go.
No, you're good.
There was a picture that I think Ryan or somebody posted. It was like of that, the dinner table.
Yes.
Picture. Like there was like blood drops on it. I kind of got the impression somebody's nose is going to be bleeding. I feel like it's going to be Cordelia's powers getting like sucked up or something.
Oh.
Because obviously, like the promo picture, the woman breathing. I just feel like somebody, and they did say like before we even knew about this season that somebody's gonna snatch Cordelia's wig, and Ryan said something like, "Oh, she's the Supreme for now." So I feel like obviously it's gonna be somebody. They make it obvious though, like, "Oh, it's Mallory." Like that's a little obvious. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Coco.
We didn't get too much of Coco either this episode, and that sucked. But she did deliver some great scenes about Brock and how he stabbed her in the head, and she also made mention too of what had happened to him after he had done that. So, what do you guys think happened to Brock? Do you think he left the outpost, or do you think he just? I mean, there was nowhere to eat, or there was nothing to eat, but it was clean.
Maybe he ate Timothy and Emily.
Maybe he did.
True, he could. Yeah. I don't know why, but I have a feeling like he's gonna be back. I don't know if like.
Yes.
You know, like I think that Michael's gonna kind of make him a warlock, if that's even possible. I don't know.
Well, it seems okay. So I kind of get what's happening now is that Michael set off the bombs. Michael did this to make a new world of only evil souls to create with. So obviously, what I think is going to happen, excuse me, not obviously. So what I think is going to happen is that the people who were poisoned with the apples, he's going to resurrect them. And as well as we're going to get Billy Eichner back because I don't think he's done either as our Brock.
Yeah.
We still don't know how he knows Dinah Stevens.
But she made mention, Madison made mention of her and practicing voodoo. So do you think that she is a descendant of Marie Laveau or
that's what I thought.
Yeah, part of her clan or something. Good night, Marble Fanboy. It was so great to have you here.
I don't know, but like, can we just mention like how is Myrtle? Like nobody mentioned how Myrtle came back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like, okay, at the end of season 3, I feel like when they burned her, like, they were gonna, originally it was just, okay, we're sentencing her to death. But I feel like that was just her punishment to get burned again.
Yeah, and then still, she comes back alive. I mean, did Cordelia decide, just, fuck it, I'll just resurrect her too if I can't bring back Queenie?
Literally.
I mean, they really did not explain that either.
Also, another thing that I was like really confused on, like whenever Cordelia was mentioning, because the way he figured out about Queenie was because he overheard them. She only mentioned Misty and Queenie, so how did he even know Madison existed? Nobody mentioned Madison at that table.
True.
So how did he even know she
Good night, raining fries.
was a part of the coven? That was confusing to me. It seemed to me like he would have resurrected Misty and Queenie because that's who Cordelia mentioned. She never said anything about Madison.
Yeah, so why did he?
Which makes me think like, okay, there's something to it when he brings back Queenie and Madison. I feel like by him bringing them back, like they're making don't even know it. Maybe like that could be what it is. I just because like episode 7 is titled what, Traitor, or was that 6? No, 6 is Return to Murder House. So somebody's going to be a traitor. I feel like it's somebody who made a deal with him, maybe.
I think that'll be Zoe because for some reason she's not there, you know? And Zoe is nowhere right now, and I don't think she was killed. So unless they put a spell on her too to put her somewhere safe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like originally everybody's going to think that it might be Madison that's going to be the traitor, but I do agree. Like, I think it's going to be Zoe in the end.
Well, we did see, you know, the picture of all the witches like lined up together. We didn't see Madison, and I don't think we saw Dinah.
Yeah. But we
also
saw
didn't
Cheyenne
see
Jackson, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe
some
he, like...
key people, yes, were missing. And some other key people were like, well, where's this one? Where's that one?
Yeah.
But we have seen photos of Misty Day on set. So we know she's going to be on there. But, yeah, God, this is just getting so crazy now about speculating about where and when and how and why. And
I mean, I think Misty and Stevie are going to be here next week because after, if you guys don't remember, like, okay, we first got the picture of them all together, you know, Stevie, the picture of them. And then it was like, I think that was episode 5 because right after that, they started filming at Murder House.
Okay.
So maybe... I don't know, he tries to prove a point to Cordelia and rescues Misty or does something, but we didn't see Lily. She wasn't at the dinner table, and she wasn't at that picture with all of them together, so maybe she's the traitor. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that could be a good one.
That's true.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think was your favorite scene out of the entire episode tonight?
That's so hard to pick.
I know. I have to say one of my top ones was James Patrick March, was seeing him again.
Same.
And having Cordelia faint at the end.
Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah.
I love how Madison just rolled her eyes when Cordelia fell. Like,
yeah.
There she is.
Bitch is so dramatic. Yeah.
I also loved like when Michael Langdon did like the weather change inside. That was probably one of my favorites too.
Good. Yes. Excellent one. Because then, man, we absolutely got to see a horrible touch of his power.
Yeah.
And like when they left the jail, Michael used his powers to kill one of the jail guards. And yeah, I mean, he is very diabolical.
Yeah. And if he can do that to like one small room, imagine like what he can do like outside.
Yeah. Anna says, hey, Mary, I think they're raising a new generation of witches just for the apocalypse. And they chose these girls because they have strong genes like Scathich, Marie, and so on. Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Justin says, I hate not having Evan as a regular character. We're probably only going to see him as past characters. Yeah, I know, right? I wish he would be just a regular character on the season. But he got a main role last year and the year before and the year before and the year before. So I think maybe he just needed kind of like a little setback. He's been doing a lot of movies, a lot of projects. I bet he just kind of wanted to sit down and take this one out just for a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Gray said that their favorite scene was Queenie telling Cordelia to go back to the coven. It was so emotional. Ray, good point. That was absolutely right.
Yeah.
Summer Campbell says, I hate to leave early, but I have to go pick up my husband from work. I give this episode a 9.5. Thank you so much, Summer. You are so awesome. R.A. Couture says, yeah, he was doing the new X-Men movie around this time. So, okay. But yeah,
he's definitely coming back as Kyle because he confirmed that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right?
But they haven't. There was something though that he's not coming back as Kyle. I don't remember where I read it. I don't remember
He's
where
definitely coming back as Tate.
He definitely is. Mm-hmm. And JJ Games 247 says, why did he go back to get Madison and not Misty? You know, this is another person who's bringing up a good question that y'all brought up, is why did he choose Madison over Misty? Mm-hmm. Do you think, I mean, Misty would be more attainable. She's in hell, so to speak. You know, Madison was in hell, but you would still think he would have went for Misty. So
yeah, nobody mentioned Madison's name.
Mm-hmm. Right. So why... Is it because of her natural evil tendencies that he picked her over Misty?
Maybe, because Misty was like a white witch type of...
Yeah, and he's looking for evil souls, remember, like, to start the new world.
Yes, okay.
Queenie's not evil, though.
Yeah.
No,
I think he did that to prove a
evil,
point.
not like Madison. Madison flip a bus full of fraternity guys.
At that chicken shack when she boiled his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also kind of have this theory though that they're gonna do like a full out war, like warlocks versus witches, and I feel like somehow the witches are still gonna be outnumbered, so just to kind of throw them a bone, Michael Langdon's gonna like resurrect the other ones that are missing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you know, guys, I see a great comment right here, and somebody commented maybe Michael did try to get Misty, but she's too pure for him. So maybe I guess he couldn't. Maybe that's the reason why he couldn't. He chose Madison rather than Misty, is because Misty was really pure. She wouldn't even hurt a mosquito.
Yeah.
So she probably was too pure of soul for him.
And she was really powerful. So maybe she was able to resist like his presence.
Melinda says in next week's clip, it looks like when Cordelia is in the mirror, her wound looks yellow like Meade after she was shot. What?
I kind of thought that too, yeah.
Oh my God, I am shook. Okay, hang on. Let's see. I got the progress bar going on.
Cordelia robot? What?
No, I don't. Maybe I think that's what it's implying, but I don't know.
Or it could be an infection, maybe, from the canker pus monsters.
It could be a good case of the clap, because remember, Sexy Scathitch did not match those witches are all descendants of her. You know, I see it, and sadly, I can't really tell. Maybe if those of you out there who are watching, or who do watch, maybe if you have like an iPad or something that has a better device where you can close up a little bit and get a sharper shot on it, and send it to me, I would be greatly appreciative. I know Debbie Babebi does that a lot of the times. She goes and she zooms in a lot of the images, and she'll send them to me, especially like with the Michael Langdon emails. It was her that I was really able to get a good screenshot of that stuff, and of his autograph on the Lucifer's autograph on the corporation and the season 1 episode, or the season 8 episode 1. Oh my gosh, it's been a long day. I'm sorry.
Okay, what do you guys think? Because at the beginning of the episode, he basically said that, I guess, what did he say? I mentioned, like, what was it alluding to? Maybe Constance kicked him out, or did he leave? Like, what up with that?
You mean when he goes with Ariel?
No, Miss Meade, when they were sitting there at the dinner, like the table eating, I guess, breakfast or whatever, like, pretty much she mentioned that she just picked him up. Like, what happened with him and Constance? Like,
I think he died.
As far as I know, I have no idea either. And he also mentions on there that he has no idea how they came into each other. Mm-hmm. So
I feel like we'll get Constance in the last like two minutes, maybe 1 minute of next week.
Don't make fun of me, Blake. My husband's over there teasing me like with the words that I'm saying while he's video gaming.
I feel like
it's so sweet for you to be here. Thank you.
like in the last 5 seconds of next week's episode, because we do see Constance with scenes with Miss Meade. We have Constance in scenes with Billy Dean, and scenes at the murder house. So I feel like that cannot just all be one episode. I feel like we're gonna at least get her at the last 1 minute of next week, maybe just a little preview like they did with the witches at episode 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be badass.
Yeah, I think it definitely has to be like when they go back to the murder house. Like if they ever go back to the murder house.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to say also Constance was a witch.
That would be crazy.
That way Mary can be like, I'm right.
I know, because I made the theory video about that. All right, hang on 1 second. Somebody put a note in the comments about how Michael told the witches at the beginning of the episode how they would wish that they were still dead. So let's see how this plays. I'm going to just go back very quickly when the witches asked Mallory to wipe them. I'm sorry, that was the most hilarious meme I've ever seen in my life. Mallory, we need your help. You must wipe us. All right. Dang it. My admins are still talking. Okay, here. Hang on 1 second. Myrtle. I said something that Dinah said, very reminiscent in college once. Okay. You will all wish you were still dead. What do you think that means?
Maybe he's talking to like Timothy, Emily, Mr. Gallant.
Oh, yeah, Coco and Mallory, because they just resurrected and gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he meant that for like Cordelia and all them.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, it is coming up to the end though, guys. However, I would love to take a moment to hear Kenny and Joseph's little ideas or anything that they would want to say before we close up the episode. And so, Joseph, if you would like to start.
Yeah, gosh, I don't know. So many crazy things happen. I have a couple theories, and I don't know. We're just going to see it. I just want to say I've been watching you for such a long time, so this is crazy.
Oh, you were so sweet. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
All right. And is there anything that you wanted to say, Kenny, as well about the episode or anything like that?
Yeah, for like as far as like connections to other seasons. Also, at like the first 5 minutes, they connected to Colt because I think Miss Meade said something about she killed her ex-husbands and something about poison. And he was eating whatever, and he said, "You wouldn't poison me," kind of like how Allie and Kai had that scene. Like, oh, I poisoned him. Oh, you wouldn't poison me. It reminded me of that scene.
Oh, my gosh, I missed that. That was such a great scene, too, when Allie poisoned Ivy. That was so badass. All right, well, Joseph, did you want to say your theories very quickly? Or, I mean, it's just up to you if you would like to.
Well, the main theory that I have right now is that what I said earlier was that Michael is going to kind of throw the witches a bone and kind of make it a fair fight, I guess, because he said that they can't all take him. So I feel like he's just going to be a douche and just try that.
Right. Kenny, do you have any theories as well?
I mean, I feel like we're definitely going to get to see Stevie and Misty this episode. I don't know how they're going to bring Misty in. Maybe he's going to perform like his Seven Wonders going to be rescuing her. Misty, I don't know.
Somebody wrote in the comments that they think that Stevie Nicks will resurrect Misty.
That would be badass.
It would be badass. Well, we know she films, so.
Mary Chase is saying he sent a picture of Cordelia's wound to your Facebook.
Oh, thank you so much, Chase. I will absolutely take a peek of that, and I'll probably make a video on that. So, because I know it'll obviously come up with a lot of people in the comments. Justin also said Scream Queen reference. Blah, blah, blah. When the council meets Myrtle and said, it smells like something number
Chanel,
5.
Number 5.
Chanel number 5,
okay.
yeah.
Like, number 5 in here. OMG, you know. Literally, Myrtle stole all of the scenes this episode. I just loved her. And when they were sitting there at the council and Cordelia said, you know, let the record show that we have been summoned here by the Hawthorn School. And Myrtle was like, yes, which is something that was of absolute utter importance. She rolls her eyes. It was just, oh my God. Yeah. I have to say, guys, again, I love this episode. I give it a perfect 10. Kenny, what do you think you would rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest?
9.5.
Okay. What would you rate it at, Joseph?
I would give it a 10. It had me shook.
I agree. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, I'm just glad that it made everybody so happy because I saw a lot of people kind of hating on Apocalypse. I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about y'all or people in the comments, but I do go out there and check out some of the viewers and what they say about the episode, especially critics. And a lot of them just were not feeling this season. And I just think it was absolutely fantastic so far. I mean, it seems like it gets better and better with every single episode. So
yeah, I feel like they're catering more to the fans now. Like, you know, they're kind of listening to kind of what we want.
Absolutely.
Okay, I also feel like because remember how they had before episode 1 aired, they had like the freak show, like the tent, all, you know, apocalypse-y, and they had maybe like they're gonna reference each season, like, okay, obviously Hotels was a bit more I guess bigger cameo, but I feel like they're gonna at least mention or have little, you know, moments to where we're like, oh, there's that season right there.
Right. You know, that is right. They did publish all those images of the past seasons, but in the apocalypse, you know, filter, so to speak, in an apocalyptic filter. So that is a good point, Kenny. I bet you they are every single episode kind of referencing a certain season. Huh.
I feel like they're going to
paying homage to it. What?
I feel like they're going to reference Stathage because when they had the Roanoke promo, it was like a whole type of thing. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to have to reference her because I still don't. I want to know more.
Me too. Me too. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode of Beyond the Horror, guys. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much to Joseph and to Kenny. You guys are incredible, again, for being my guest. Thank you so much again for being here. Hopefully, I'm going to go take this camera back and I'm going to get a much better one. And maybe you guys wouldn't mind testing a stream with me before just to make sure that it's good to go and that this, you know, I won't get this wrong again next time for next week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
And thank you so much to Tammy and Gary, of course, for moderating the chat. Thank you so much to everybody who's watched. Don't forget to thumb it up, subscribe to my channel, and blah, blah, blah. You guys know the drill. Y'all are all awesome. Thank you so much for being here and for watching, and have a good night.